Craters of the Moon National Monument is nestled in the high desert of southern Idaho, a landscape of vast and otherworldly beauty. It's a 63 square mile bizarre and rugged land of fascinating spatter cones, lava fields that are peppered with volcano bombs, and incredible lava tubes formed by molten rivers of flowing rock. When you are here, it really does feel like you are walking on another world. So much so that in 1969, Apollo astronauts actually visited this area in order to study the topography in preparation for a lunar landing. We traveled yesterday through the Bitterroot Mountains in western Montana, crossed into Idaho, and spent last night here at Bobcat Gulch, which is a free BLM campground right on the side of the highway. It was a really great place to spend the night. Here you are.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful time today. Thank you. The Lava Flow Campground has 42 sites set right in the middle of a lava field and is typically accessible by vehicle from May through November. Be warned, however, that many of the sites are small. There were only a handful of sites that were big enough to fit our truck and 25-foot Bigfoot comfortably. It is a first-come, first-served campground that often fills early in the day, so try to plan ahead for an early arrival, especially if you are in a bigger rig.
So tonight we're in Craters of the Moon National Monument, and it's actually our second night in Idaho. So I guess it's time to put the Idaho sticker on the travel map. What do you think?
I think so.
This is the first sticker we've been able to add in, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 months. A nice red Idaho. A few more to come.
While the landscape at Craters of the Moon is volcanic, it was not created by a single volcano. Instead, the Great Rift, a 52-mile crack or series of deep fissures in the Earth's crust, is responsible. In some areas, the lava flowed from the rift freely and easily, and in others it exploded out forcefully. These differences are part of what accounts for the various formations, shapes, and types of lava flows you will see as we explore the monument. It's really neat how there are like smooth, rounded parts and then really jaggedy, rough areas. Lots of holes that go back in there. It's really cool. What you are seeing here are spatter cones formed when hot lumps of lava are thrown into the air, only to fall back to Earth around the vent. As the still molten blobs land on top of each other, they cool to form the walls of what could be considered a mini volcano. We're at the Caves Trail. It's only 0.8 of a mile before we get to the cave entrances. There are only 2 caves open right now. The rest are closed to protect the bats. It is so windy today.
We got our free cave permit from the visitor center. We're good to go.
It's a really short cave. I'm already at the end. It's neat though. While the purpose of these stone circles is unknown, archaeologists suggest Native Americans could have built them as a way to hold their camping structures to the ground, much like we use stakes to hold tents down today. Lava tube caves are formed when a lava flow hardens on the surface but continues to flow underneath, eventually leaving a tube-shaped opening in the middle.
This is the Indian Tunnel lava tube.
Isn't this place neat? I love all the lava and the rocks and the cave-like atmosphere. It's really cool. Who knew lava could be so colorful? I think that little hole of light and off in the distance is our way out. Here's our exit. I feel like a prairie dog. Lava flows at craters of the moon come in both aa and pahoehoe forms. The aa lava is rough and jagged, while the pahoehoe can be smooth, ropey, or billowy. We found it fascinating to see so many different formations in a relatively small area. This is the Devil's Orchard Nature Trail. All the rocks that you see around me are pieces of the crater wall that broke apart and flowed down to this area on the lava flow.
This place is so unique. There are just piles of lava rocks scattered all over the place. Big rocks, small rocks. It's so strange.
The park road here is set up in kind of a loop formation, and there are 8 different scenic stops along the way. Right now we're at stop number 2, which is the North Crater Flow Trail. It's about 1/3 of a mile, and it has like these really cool looking boardwalk areas and all kinds of amazing lava. We're heading out on the Broken Top Loop Trail, 1.8 miles. The crunchy rocks you've been walking on are cinders. Cinders contain many gas bubbles or vesicles, making them very light in weight. Some are light enough to float on water. Thin layers of glass coat the cinders, creating prisms that refract and reflect light. And they are very sparkly.
It'd be impressive if it were a heavy rock, but it's light.
Those are bombs, right? That's
Yeah.
what they're called, bombs.
Those are lava bombs. They come shooting out of the rift.
Hiking to the top of Inferno Cone, a cinder cone, provides amazing views of the Great Rift, the Snake River Plain, and the Pioneer Mountains. On super clear days, it's even possible to see the Teton Range 100 miles to the east.
Wow, it really does look like something other than planet Earth.
It sure does. I've never seen so much lava in one place.
I know. I really like this lava field with the green lichen all over it, and then the big mountains in the background.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's pretty spectacular.
I think I even read that some of the astronauts trained here before they went to the moon.
Yeah, I think I read that on one of the signs.
We're on the tree molds trail, and we've come up to our first set of tree molds. We think, anyway, it's this indentation here. You can kind of see like the indentation of the bark. And what we understand is that when the lava was hot, the tree fell here, and as it burned, the steam escaped from the tree and left the mold in the lava.
This has been a great visit to this park.
Yeah, it has been. We've done a lot of hiking. We've hiked almost every trail in the park. And I mean, check out this weather. It's been amazing. Middle of October is a great time to visit Craters of the Moon.
It's not crowded.
No.
Great place to visit.
Yep. Here's a park tip for you. Verizon cell coverage in the park is not great, but if you just need to send off a quick email or something, the best place we've found is at the Lava Cascades pull-off on the Tree Molds Road.